Alas, Sagittarius, this is your mid-month reading for May 15th to May 31st. If this reading resonates with you, consider a personal reading. My rates and info are below. Just shoot me an email. We can make that happen. I'm also on Instant Go, so if you need a quick answer to a quick question, hit me up on there. Text only, no phone or video chat. Check out my playlist. You will see my sun moon readings for 2018, which are all uploaded. Go check out what your sun moon sign is, and then go check out what your predictions are for 2018. And then finally, also check out my playlist for my compatibility readings. I will be putting them up throughout the year. Once they are uploaded, they will be up forever. So you can always check compatibility with someone you're dating, someone you're considering dating, or just somebody you hang out with. Check my FAQs below for commonly asked questions. Before posting a question, it might already be answered below. Otherwise, let's see what's going on with Saggies. Holy Spirit Angels, Divine Guides of the Universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Sagittariuses for the period of May 15th to May 31st? Can you show us their energies prior to May 15th? Can you please show us what energies Sagittarius can expect from May 15th to May 31st? And then how will Sagittarius be moving out of May and into June? Please grant me the objectivity to read these cards as they're intended to be read and say your messages as you intend to be said for Sagittariuses for the period of May 15th to May 31st. Alrighty, so Holy Spirit Angels, can you please show me energies prior to May 15th for Sagittariuses, energies prior to for Sagittariuses, Sagittariuses, energies prior to May 15th. Wow, my arms are getting tired from shuffling. Not giving me cards. Here we go. Alrighty, so energies prior to May 15th, we have the Queen of Bells in the upright. Energies to expect. How many are we pulling? Okay, just one from the side. Two from the side. Two. Okay, we have the Three of Bells. And then we also have the Justice card in reverse. All right, and then Sagittarius is moving out of May into June. What can they expect? So another push from the side. You guys are no, because it went back in. Hold on, let me just do that one more time. Can you please provide a card moving out? Okay, the One of Pentacles. All right, I mean the One of Bells in reverse. Okay, so prior to May 15th for you guys, those energies prior to, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So I mean the Queen of Bells for you guys. So a lot of you guys are kind of staying single, being independent, relying on yourself rather than somebody else. I also feel like you guys are really kind of we're working on being financially independent. You know, working really long hours, working a lot, you're having concerns about your stability or success. So you really are kind of putting in the work into doing that. And for some of you, I feel like you're staying single because you can't have any distractions from that, okay? Right now, it seems like prior to May 15th, this was your top priority of what you kind of need to do. So you're making sure you're staying very focused on that, okay? Or you were staying very focused on that. And here we have the Three of Bells along with the Justice card in reverse. Now that kind of threw me here. And I'm wondering if this could be a work situation or career situation. But the Three of Bells is, you know, I feel like you're working with the team on a project. And, you know, everything's kind of vibing. Everyone has the same goal in mind. Everybody has the same endpoint in mind. And it's something that is a very important project, okay? So I don't only think that you're getting paid well for this. I also feel like, you know, it's a major project that's kind of taking place right now. And you were one of the cogs or the wheels in this and working with other people in order to make this happen. So that kind of feeds into what I was talking about in terms of you guys trying to get your finances in order, make enough money so you have that security or that job security. Another thing that I got is some of you might have a romance or a work relationship of some type. You know, you work with somebody really well within the context of work or a project. And then as a result, you know, you realize how much you have in common with this person at a very basic level, a very solid and practical level, and it moves on to become, you know, a relationship. But here we have the Justice card in reversed. And I mean, the Justice card in reverse is about dishonesty, something unfair, something going against you, okay? It can be bigotry. For some of you, it can be legal problems of some sort. And I feel like I'm definitely going to need to pull clarifiers on this. But I'm almost feeling that I'm getting this injustice or this unfairness has either happened in a situation like this, or you've been treated unfairly by a person in this, and I got trust, okay? Like you don't necessarily know that you can trust this person or trust somebody that you're working with because of something that didn't work out for you in the past. I also got for some of you that whatever this project is that you're working on, you might be getting overworked, and your bosses might be a little unfair in terms of treatment of you and what they're expecting of you. And, you know, maybe they're expecting really long hours from you, not, you know, giving the compensation for it, or just expecting you to do enormous amounts of work. And, you know, your energy is kind of shot, and you just feel like it's unfair. Or it could be that you're just working on something and you very much like the people that you're working on. It's vibing really well, but you're kind of being treated unfairly in some way. That's what I was kind of getting. All right. And then we move on to the One of Bells in reversed, okay? Now, so despite all of this, going into June, you guys are stressing out about money. You're worried about going into debt. You guys are making sure that you're holding on to every penny, or you're thinking about, what am I going to do if this happens? I feel like there's conversations like that going on. And I wonder if it's because this situation here, it just gets to be too unbearable. So you actually decide to leave this project or not do this any longer. Yes, you know, it was, you like the people you work with at one time. You know, when it works really well. When it doesn't, you're kind of burnt out and you don't like the unfair treatment. So you're starting to either stay in this because you're stressing about the money and you need to stay in it, or you're thinking about leaving and you're wondering, you know, maybe I should save up in case I have to leave, in case it gets unbearable, because I really feel like with you guys, your financial security is super important to you guys right now. And financial security. Okay, can you please provide, and I've seen that a lot in Sagittarius readings actually. Can you please provide clarification on the Queen of Bells in the upright? Why is the Queen of Bells here in the upright for Sagittarius's energies prior to May 15th? Who is this person? What is this energy? What additional messages do you have? Okay, so the Five of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Swords in the upright, along with the Knave of Wands in reverse. So the Nine of Swords is like I said, you working on your financial independence because you're kind of worried. You're having anxiety about not being able to take care of yourself. I wonder if this is kind of carrying over from the love reading, where you guys kind of feel like you might end up alone or might be alone. So what you're doing is just kind of making sure that if you are alone, you can take care of yourself. Everything is in place in order for that to happen. But you are a little bit worried about that. You're having anxiety about something. And I do think the anxiety is kind of feeding into you guys making sure you have what you need to have for a rainy day, or in case something kind of happens. And now we have the Five of Swords. So that's pretty much about success, a problem being resolved, perhaps harmony, taking yourself out of something before where there was conflict. Now you're laying the swords down in regards to this. And I'm wondering if it's you're laying the swords down in regards to something that you were having anxiety about, and you just kind of decided to let go of this. I'm not entirely getting that. And then I'm getting the Knave of Wands down here. And that's communication being blocked. It's a really immature energy. To me, it's somebody who just doesn't want to listen to what somebody has to say. I always think with the Knave of Wands, it's putting your fingers in your ears and being la la la, I can't hear you, or refusing to speak, or being unable to speak. So I'm getting a lot of messages here. And also because we're over here by the Justice card, both of these cards to me in this spread mean not being able to speak your truth of some sort, being suppressed, your voice is being shut down in regards to something. Trying to figure out if it's a work situation, or it's almost like you want to say something but you can't. It's a communication thing like that, where somebody, either they're being stifled, they're not being heard, or they're not being able to say what they want to say. And maybe that's why you're putting your swords down here, because you're just deciding, you know, what's really the point? I've tried to do this, and there's no point in fighting about it anymore. All right, so that you can throw that up in the comments if you want. That's an interesting situation. Can you please provide clarification on the Three of Bells for Sagittarius, as well as the Three of Bells here for Sagittarius in regards to energies, May 15th to May 31st? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for Sagittarius, Three of Bells, person and personality. Okay, now we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Were you guys in some kind of like conflicted? I almost feel like you guys are trying to. Maybe you guys were tortured before, had anxiety, and you're trying to find harmony, trying to find peace, trying to get out of conflict, learning about equal give and take. Because the Three of Bells is very much about working harmoniously with people. And I almost feel like you guys are you're tired of being worried. Oh, and there you go. There's the Justice card in the upright, which is it's a card for Libra, so some of you could be involved with a Libra. But I'm kind of getting from this that you guys are working on yourselves in regards to working with other people or being with other people. And I got that you guys are realizing that it's not really so much about the fight to be right anymore. That you're finding out that in doing that, sometimes you guys end up feeling more anxious and conflicted. So you're learning that that's not the most important thing anymore. So you're learning how to come out of these conflicts, how to have harmony, how to resolve problems in a better way. And when you do that, you actually end up being successful. And then the Six of Pentacles, you're learning how, like I said, not only to work well with other people, but have mutual respect, have a give and take in regards to that. And you're learning that when that's the case, then justice is brought about. It ends up being a win-win situation. There's fairness in regards to this. There's a cause, there's an effect. People are truthful. Things start working really well. So I just feel like you're learning what works and what doesn't work. And you realize what hasn't worked in the past. And now you're working on, you know, everyone's a work in progress, improving these things and finding out, oh, okay, well, I don't always have to, you know, fight, but there's a better way of doing things so that everyone can kind of get along and vibe. Let's see what's on. I feel like this Justice card in reverse was from your past. I feel like you maybe behaved a certain way in the past because you were treated unfairly. And now you're realizing there's a better way to deal with that. Even though it's not in the past position, I get that. I feel like it's a resentment of some sort. Maybe you behaved as defensively as you did because you were treated unfairly, and now you're learning a different way here. Because I almost feel like they pick these two cards to show a duality here. You know, I'm like this now because this happened back here. Can you please provide clarification on the Justice card in reverse? Why is the Justice card in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? Justice card in reverse. Person, personality. The Emperor. Okay. So I feel like you were treated unfairly. This is the Emperor card here. Somebody who was really like a boss type. They kind of told you how things were going to be run. It could very well be a boss. And they might not have really listened to what you have to say. You're trying to say something here with the Justice card, but the Emperor just isn't having it. The Emperor is just kind of like, no, you're going to respect my opinion. This is how it's going to be. I've already planned this out. I understand you might have an opinion, but I'm not listening to it. I feel like that's what happened. And then with the Moon card, this is making you feel a little bit downtrodden, a little bit depressed even. And that's the card of Pisces. So we have Pisces, Aries, and we also have Libra here for those of you if that resonates. And it's weird because, I mean, in this card, I've seen a lot of different ways that somebody looks, but in here, she looks dejected to me with her wolf almost. And the Emperor is just looking like somebody who's an asshat, basically. He's sitting there, I don't know if he's munching on popcorn or what, while he's looking down at you. So I do feel like this was an unfair situation that left you a little bit dejected and made it seem like you didn't have a voice in this. But like I said, I think you're finding a better way to deal with this. You're learning to kind of let go of that. Then the Judgment card in reverse is, you know, you being in denial, you having an error in judgment. It could very well be you in regards to a person, now that I look at it. You're realizing that you were wrong about somebody and you were unfair to them. It can go either way, somebody being unfair to you or you being unfair to them. Because now I'm seeing it, perhaps, I'm seeing two sides to this. The one I just explained, and now that I'm seeing that maybe you treated somebody unfairly and you've kind of realized you were a little bit of an asshat. Maybe this person got depressed as a result or felt dejected. And here you are thinking, you know what? I really didn't go about things the way I should have. I was in denial. I had an error in judgment in regards to what, you know, I kind of did. And you're kind of assessing that. And as a result, you've learned from that. Whatever this experience here is, I feel like you learned from this. And regardless of what this is, either you having done this to the other person or the other person having done this to you, whoever it is, career, love, here is showing us that it has taught you, you have learned from this experience. And now you deal with people differently. And now you're dealing with this person differently. And you might even be trying to work on it with this person, whoever this person is, to restore harmony. Okay, let's see what's going on with this. I know it seems like this is all over the place, but it doesn't really to me. Because to me, it just seems like a bunch of messages for different people. And sometimes that happens. Like, it'll just branch out a lot of different ways. And a lot of different things come in, and it looks like a hot mess, but it's not. I guarantee in the comments, someone's going to say that, oh, this resonated, or that resonated, and then that was meant for you. So can you please provide clarification on the One of Pentacles? I mean, the One of Bells or reverse. Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the One of Bells here for Sagittarius moving out of May into June? The Eight of Pentacles. Oh, Two Pentacles are reversed. Eight of Cups are reversed. You might end up leaving whatever this is. Because it might not be panning out for you. In the Three of Swords in reversed. And I'm just looking with this Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles can be very much about being stuck in your way of thinking, being monotonous, going through the motions, lacking progress, lacking success, lacking ambition, because you're really limited in your views. You're really limited in the way that you're thinking. It's strange because here I feel like you're walking away from yourself. Is that weird? We have the Eight of Cups here. I feel like you guys are walking away from a previous version of yourself for some of you. That's crazy. Okay, so this is how I'm seeing it. All right, I know, just bear with me. I know this is going to sound nutty-buddy, but... So I feel like you used to really stress about money. I mean, going into June, I feel like you've had some kind of like come to Jesus or something like that. Because I feel like you really used to stress about money. It used to be all about that. You worked at you know, the 9-to-5 job, or you're working overtime and you know, you're in this job and now it just isn't really doing much for you. You find out you're just doing it to do it. It's not fulfilling you. It's soul destroying. It's limiting you in your views. Or just in general, the old way you used to be, you were very stuck in your way of thinking in regards to a situation, in regards to a person. And here with the Eight of Cups, you're actually walking away from yourself. And it's with the Three of Swords, which tells to me you guys are like apologizing to yourself. I know that sounds weird, but forgiving yourself for how you were. I really do. And I almost feel like, and it's weird because we're going into the future here, like we're going into June, but I feel like they keep on pulling me into the past. And one of the things that I'm getting is something happened to you, something that changed you. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe you saw somebody maltreated, or maybe a friend of yours, you know, is very ill and got cancer. I feel like something has happened to change the old way that you were. You've decided that, you know, the things that you used to worry about, the things that you used to get anxious about, just don't matter anymore. And it's weird. It's like you're almost tired of the old version of yourself, and you're deciding to walk away from it, and you're deciding to forgive yourself. It's almost like you're apologizing to yourself so you guys can recover, so that you guys can heal, so you guys can become a new person. Is that weird? Let me know in the comments if that's weird, but that's kind of what I got. I'm getting a lot of past, like this is what I learned, and this is what I'm becoming. This is what I've learned, and this is what I'm becoming, and how I'm choosing to move forward. I mean, back here, it could very much be the same thing, too. I mean, here you are really all about the almighty dollar and everything, being anxious about things, not listening to people when they try to talk to you. Wow, this took a turn to, like, all about you. And trying to come out of that with this Five of Swords, realizing that it causes a lot of conflict. All right. I don't want to get ripped up in the comments, but I'm starting to wonder if it's you guys singularly are trying to work on a better version of yourself, and you really had something that impacted you greatly to make this change so that you can become the best version of yourself. And I think that happens, you know, last 2 weeks of May and going into June and beyond. We'll see the beyond when I do the reading for that, but all right, Saggies, I'm going to go ahead and upload this video. Good luck with this. Just keep in mind, if you need help with this, if this reading resonated with you, consider a personal reading. Hit me up for a quick answer to a quick question on Instant Go, text only, no video or phone chat. Check out my playlist for your sun mood reading and your predictions for 2018. And then finally, go check out my compatibility readings. I will be uploading those throughout the year. Okay, adios from Veronica Garnet. I will see you guys in June for your love readings. Bye, guys. Adios.